Good to go?
Yeah.
Just test your mic.
Testing. Can you hear me?
Jacqui-lee Pryce for Shadowboxer UK.
Yo, we did an interview, bro.
No worries, I'll start again, don't worry. Jacqui-lee Pryce for Shadowboxer UK.
Always standing here with mics and cameras. So what?
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, go on. It's like, anyway, sorry.
Hey, with Mr. Dillian Whyte, how you doing?
I'm not bad. Just, just enjoying life a little bit. Time to get back to some violence.
So, I'm hearing, I didn't actually know you were on this fight. We're obviously here in Ipswich. The relaunch of Wardley Huni fight, obviously. You're slipping in, getting in the mix?
Yeah, this is a decision that was made 3 days ago. Obviously, I got wind of some big fights in the summertime. So I was like, last 3 years I've had 3 fights. I've been very inactive. Inactivity sort of damaged my career and killed my career a bit. So the plan now is to save my career. One loss assault at the title. So I need to get active and be active. And the only way I stand any chance of winning these big fights or being even competitive in these big fights is to get active again. So yeah.
What is that? What's kind of happened in terms of, you said you've only had like 3 fights in 3 years. It felt more to me, but what's kind of happened, Dillion?
That's a lot of misfortune situation, just a lot of things that's happening. I don't want to go into it, but it's a lot of misfortune situation. Boxing got a way where when you're good and you're doing stuff, it's alright. The minute stuff starts to go wrong, they just kick you down and push you down and push you down, then people start blacklisting you and stuff, and then you sort of drift a little bit and you lose heart and then you lose motivation and you think, you know what, there's other things I can do, and then you spend time either becoming bitter or being a better person. It's a tough, I was just saying in the interview earlier, I don't understand why some people are so disrespectful. It's a tough, hard life, and it's mentally, it's amazing for you, but mentally it's not good for you. If you're not a mentally strong person, leave boxing alone.
You talk about being mentally strong. I mean, do you think that that's part of almost the game that they hope by holding back opportunities, that you'll give up, you'll, fade into the background or become a less dangerous fighter? That's
definitely what they're trying to do, because physically, there's not a lot of people that can pose any form of challenge to me. I don't care. I mind my own business. I leave you alone if you leave me alone. If you have something to say, you need to be confrontational, bring it on. I'm welcome to it. I'll fight anyone. That's what my mindset. So what do? The easiest way to deal with someone like that, you liquid crush them. You deal with them mentally. You break them down mentally. And it doesn't mean to say abuse. No, there's ways of breaking. You stop someone's earning. You stop their life. You stop. We have kids, we have family. You stop their earning, you stop their career. You throw dust in their career, you throw dirt in their career, and that's why I lost all respect and I got so much hate for Derek Cesaro, because he's someone that I looked after and showed respect, and then he started to throw dirt on my career and trying to kick me when I was down and go and talk sport and start to talk about all my cases and stuff that he doesn't know about, and start to go behind my back and try and speak to the commissions and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, you're a brother, first of all. Secondly, you're a fellow heavyweight. You're someone that I've beaten and looked after. I brought you back on my shows and stuff like that. You don't do some stuff. You're a father. First of all, you're a father. You have kids. You're a black athlete that have kids. You know what the struggle is like. And it's crazy.
To teeth the opportunity from you.
It's not even teeth if he beats me and take the opportunity, that's great. That's fine. But for you, the fact that you go behind my back and prod things and say things and be hypocritical and go to the commission and try and that's wild.
Is it a case though, because there are some snakes in this business, is it somebody whispering in your ear, or do you believe it to be true?
No, it's facts. It's facts. No whisper, it's facts. But when you're a dangerous person, people will find ways of fixing you. If they can't stand up to you, they can't fix you. If you're dangerous, if you're resilient, you're dangerous, are you tough, are you just a stubborn bastard that you just don't give up? And I don't toe the line. I'm not a yes man. I don't say yes to anything. I don't endorse anything. I need to have certain guarantees. I see certain things. I try certain things. So it makes me a little bit of a loose cannon, as they say. And loose cannons are dangerous in this game. So, it's easy for people to come against you and stand against you, But I just made a lot of mistakes and they just all gone wrong, maybe.
I want to talk about the last few fights because, listen, you've been around the game a long time and we've just talked about the situation where there's inactivity in between. And I'm going to be honest, Dillion, there's been times where I think with the inactivity that I then think, is this going to be one too many? Because you don't want to see a fighter get hurt. Do you think that that's kind of played a role or in the kind of activity in the ring or the stuff out the ring, if that makes sense?
Of course, people are going to think, because I've been inactive, some people thought I retired from boxing.
To be fair, I thought you had.
Yeah, exactly. But no, everything's got its course, and sometimes you can fight against it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to run the course, because sometimes fighting against things only makes it worse. Sometimes you have to let the oppressors mellow down, and then they see your resilience, and they see that, you know what, he doesn't give up. Sometimes it's just like, sometimes you have to just accept things for what they are sometimes, but don't give up or find a way. And that's one thing about my team is amazing. They've kept me in the straight and kept me in the game, and I owe it to them more so than I owe it to myself.
Is there, though, a stubbornness that will not allow you to go?
Of course. I'm a Jamaican that's born in the 80s, I'm a Jamaican that's born in Jamaica in the 80s, Just coming to the end of everything. I was born in it. I see the struggle my mom and my dad and my sisters and brothers go through, you understand? I know the struggles, so I ain't got no choice,
Fair play to Fabio Wardley, because you said it's kind of come full circle where you brought him up and now my man is giving you an opportunity in a sort of sense, I guess. But
he's not even an opportunity. It's just, listen, I'd have been here supporting Fabio on June 7th anyway.
Yeah.
But when I was coming up, I know it's a tough sport, like I said. When I was coming up, when I had 2 or 3 guys on the card in the same changing room with me, it was a vibe.
Yeah,
You're not alone. It's not good having these people are new people, sponsors. No, me and Fabio, we will spill each other's blood. We've trained, we share the same bottle of water. There's something that when you have those people along you on the night of battle, it does more than And then he used to fight and come back and walk me to the ring. That was amazing. He used to throw punches at me for me to move in and warming up and stuff and give advice, and he just say, yeah, you got this, bro. Stuff like that. That means so much more. He's someone that you just see him fight, he got the victory and he come back. The vibe, and you're thinking, oh man, Fabio just win. I have to win.
Yeah, it's true.
I have to knock this guy out. So it's more than the opportunity, and then it's more than, we're just helping each other out. The same way I help him, I'm helping him and keeping myself active at the same time, because I'm still his manager, still manage him. So, I can wait and go into a big fight regardless at the end of the year, but that's egotistic of me. I'd have put my ego on the side, get active, stand a better chance of winning a big fight.
Talking about the vibe, I think non-boxing people, they don't know what that's like, do they? That whole gym vibe, and then it carries on into the changing room, and it's a little, that vibe.
We can sit here and talk an hour about it and no one will understand it.
It's true.
You know what it's like.
Yeah.
You can't explain fighting to someone. You can't explain it.
Yeah.
Some people don't understand, and that vibe, some fighters are so scared, they're literally shitting themselves.
True.
That vibe allowed them
just break the tension.
It's crazy. People don't understand. They'll never understand. They'll never get it. You can explain it. They'll never get it. They'll never get it. So one thing my daddy said: don't waste powder on blackbird, because the minute the blackbird flopped his wing, it's gone black again.
I want to speak to you a little bit about Fabio Wardley. To be fair, right, and much obviously is made about where he came from, right? But one thing I will say, and I think you couldn't find the word earlier on, right? Fabio Wardley is an awkward fighter.
Yeah,
he's an awkward fighter.
I could find a word, but awkward doesn't justify You know, those guys. He's a special guy. He's a special fighter.
Yeah.
You know, he's a special individual. That's just so he's the person. He's quite calm and very relaxed and.
But that's what's scary about him.
But then he's also a bit of a maniac as well. That's the people. He's a strange guy, you know, like because a lot of aggressive guys are aggressive, a lot of calm guys are calm, but he's quite bloodthirsty and aggressive at the same time. So that's what I mean. People don't understand it, but you know.
So this fight against Justis Huni. Listen, I said to Justis, to be fair, you're either very brave or you've got something in the bag that we don't know about. Opportunity. Where's he going to make this much money? Fighting someone in Australia? No. And then he's probably thinking he's more than beating Fabio because Fabio experience than a Joseph Parker or Anthony Joshua. And if I was him, I would think the same. Because their experience is very similar. You understand? These older guys are experienced. You understand? And it's a better opportunity beating Fabio puts in a better position if I fight one of those bigger guys. And it's a big event and it gets me. It's just opportunity for him. It's all an opportunity. Experience. If he loses here, he can come again. If he beat Fabio, he's made it. Opportunity to fight in a big stadium, a big event. He's never had this before. So there's opportunity. And you understand that as well, to be fair, though, don't you?
Of course, yeah. I did the same coming up. You know, I did the same coming up, so I get it. And nothing personal, you know, I get it, I understand it.
Listen, I'm going to let you go because I think, do you guys want to jump in? Sorry.
That's all right. I don't mind. I've had a long day anyway.
So listen, I appreciate you giving me your time. I'm looking forward to June 7th it is that you're out and seeing your career get back onto track.
That's the plan. Get back on track and try and have a few more big fights and chase the title one last time. And I'll be happy.
Thank you.
No worries. Thanks, Jackie. See you.
Thank you, my darling.